9:31 a.m. Thursday, June 20, and today I think I'll spray some herbicide underneath the fences at the big pasture. Okay, let's start on that. Yeah, it's a good day to spray. It's about 83 degrees Fahrenheit, and there's very little wind, so it'll be a good day to spray. Let's get started. Well, it's really not that hot today. Yeah, it's only in the low 80s. And the humidity feels low because I'm not sweating, but I can still feel the heat of the sun when I'm out in the sunlight. Oh boy, it's bearing down pretty hard, but it's still a comfortable day so far. Uh, Yesterday after late afternoon, I went ahead and watered the garden because everything was looking dry. Some things were wilted. I'm still having a bug problem, or something eating my plants. I don't know if it's an animal or if it's insect. Some of the leaves are missing uh, on the beans and the beets, and I don't know. It's either a rabbit, deer. I have no idea. Anyway, I'll just let everything grow, see what happens. Anyway, I got everything watered last night, so that should help because it's been pretty dry the last 2 weeks. Good hay weather, but not good for the growing crops. So, all right, let's get the air TV, get some herbicide mixed with water and in my sprayer, and get out to the big pasture to spray some weeds. Well, the other day I went ahead and mowed uh, down there with the lawnmower. You could see the path that I took. That's what I cut that with a bush hog here a while back, and I don't know, did I cut it twice already with the bush hog? I think I cut it twice with the bush hog already. Anyway, this last time I used the lawnmower because I thought it would be. I didn't want to hook up the bush hog to the tractor again, just for that little bit. Anyway, as I was driving down there with the lawnmower, on the side of that, right about there, I came across a dead baby deer. It's already decayed, but you can still see the remains of the fur. Some of the fur was still there, the legs and the head were still visible. I don't know what killed it. Like I said, it was right on the edge of where I mowed there. So I don't know if it was injured somewhere. I remember hearing the baby, I heard it crying once or twice. I went down there and checked, and I couldn't see nothing. But it must have been injured somehow, or it was injured or abandoned by its mother. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, I found the skeleton. Anyway, I thought I'd just share that. First time I ever seen a dead baby deer like that. Oh well. I guess it happens. All right. Actually, it could have been a twin. Yeah, and a twin got abandoned. Who knows? A few years ago, though, I saw a deer, and she had 3 babies. I remember that because I kept seeing her and her 3 babies all summer. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same deer or not, but that was nice to see. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on my spraying the fence at the big pasture. Well, at least I got something growing in the garden. Not as much as I was hoping for, but at least it's something. Okay, maybe I'll do better next year. Well, it's 10 a.m. now, and like I said, there's only a slight breeze, so that's good for spraying weeds under my fence. But I got a feeling the wind's going to pick up as the day progresses. Usually does. on a sunny day like today. There's only a partial clouds, very little clouds. You can see out there, hardly any clouds out there. But that's good. It'll help the herbicide kill the weeds faster. Okay, I got my sprayer full, and I got two bigger jugs with a mixture of herbicide and water for when I run out of this one. I can always refill. Okay, all right, let's head out to the big pasture and spray some. At least start on the road fence first. Well, I'm ready to start spraying. This is one job that I don't really like to do too much. Two reasons: because I'm using a weed killer, a herbicide, and the other one is it's a lot of walking, because I really can't spray it very good with riding on the ATV or four-wheeler. I need a hand for driving, and then I need a hand for pumping, so it doesn't work out too good. So my best way to do it is to walk and spray, which means, oh, did I say that I mowed this area here a few days ago? Just the outside. I didn't mow the inside because I figured the cattle can eat that down. But I'm ready to spray. There's my ATV over there, and when I go through that gate over there, I need to close it because the cattle are out here. And I'll start spraying on both sides of the road first, and then I'll work my way all the way here and all the way down. But then I got to walk back. Yeah, that's the problem. I got to walk down there with a full load on my back, a loaded backpack sprayer, which is heavy, so it takes a little out of me to carry that around. And then of course, when I walk back, it'll be almost empty, so that works out okay. Looks like the cattle came out of the creek. Yeah, so now they're out eating again. All right, let me go start spraying down there. Yeah, I guess I'll be getting to work out today, walking around fences and spraying, carrying that heavy backpack sprayer. That's just what I got to do. All right, let's get started. This is where I'm going to start. Somebody just drove by in that gravel road, and it made a lot of dust. That shows you how dry it is. Yeah, it's been pretty dry the last couple of weeks. Like I said, it was good for hay weather, good hay baling weather, but for making hay. But now that my hay is done, I could use some rain again. Of course, I got to think about the other farmers too. They got work to do too, and they got hay to make, so crops to plant. This time of year is probably soybeans. And they got behind because of the rain we had in May. So let me start spraying. I cut this outside here. The first time I ever was able to cut the outside with my lawnmower a couple days ago. So I'm happy about that. I can cut that now, the lawnmower. Anyway, I got to spray this fence, and then I'll come back on this fence. Just under the fence, though. Just under the fence. Looks like the calves are waking up. Yeah, that fence, and then this fence first. Okay, let's head out. I'm gonna finish spraying this side and that side, just under the fence. I'll give it a few days and see what it looks like. It should be dying within a couple days. Okay, now let's spray the rest of the fence near the road. I'm ready to spray under here now. Okay, let's keep going. before I get too tired carrying this heavy backpack sprayer. Cattle are over there grazing, but they won't be in my way. So I sprayed under the fence from here back to the gate. Now I got to spray from here all the way down and then over to the creek where those white jugs are. Okay, cattle, you have to get out of my way. See how close they get to the fence? That's why I got to spray those. They keep wanting to reach under the fence, even with the fence working good, but they still want to push the fence. All right, let's keep going. And I sprayed this corner. This is the southwest corner near the bridge, or near the road anyway, where the creek crosses the road. And then I sprayed it here all the way down, and as far as the sprayer will reach on the outside, since I can't mow that. And then I sprayed all the way down here too, just under the fence, maybe a foot on each side. Yeah, that's what I usually do. That way when I come and cut grass again, I don't have to get too close to the fence with my mower. Okay, let's head across the creek. Spray some over there too. There's those 2 bales I fed from the second cutting last year. The day before we hauled bales, just to make sure they had something to eat out here besides the grass. Okay, let's keep headed in that direction. Well, cattle are over there eating. I can tell by the bull's back that he's been rubbing on that oiler. So I guess the other ones have too. So now, that cow's in heat now. She was the last one to have a calf. So I expected her to come in the heat soon. She had it on June 2nd, so that was like 18 days ago. That's about right for her to come in the heat. And now I'm going to spray this fence here and a crack that way. And then I'm going to also spray the fence going up and then a little bit down this way. There goes my neighbor, one of them, not sure which one, with an older John Deere tractor and looks like a planter for beans. Well, I used up most of the first load of sprayer, and now I put that jug in and I'll use that up, and then I'll have one more left, and if I need some more, I guess I'll have to go to the house and get some. Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's spray something. Looks like the cattle are going back down into the water. One's already down in there, that red one. Bully's going too. I could tell by the bull's neck and back that he's been rubbing that oiler with the fly stuff on it, fly insecticide. Yeah, I take a break every once in a while. Go cool off. Because the sprayer don't really help their legs with the flies on their legs. Yeah. Look, that one there is eating that hay. Yeah, so I told you, I'm sure they're going to eat that whenever they feel like it. Well, that's good. Good that they're eating it. Okay. That's all. Let me go spray this side. And then work my way up the road. Oh, there, look. Cooler now. I scared these 2 calves. I guess they didn't see me come up here. And then I scared them. Okay, let me get to work on spraying. Well, here's that pond up here next to the hill. And here's a fence that starts here at the bottom of this hill and goes around. And as you can see, there aren't many weeds on it because mostly it's in the shade. So I'll still spray it just to make sure I get some of the other weeds that are growing. Not sure if you can see that, but there's a path right there. And now I think that's a groundhog path because there's plenty of groundhogs on this hill, on the side of this hill. Yeah, all along here. Especially over that way. There's a great big couple holes over there. But this is, I think this is a groundhog path out to the neighbor's field probably. There's also some up there I noticed a long time ago. Going across near the top of the hill. It goes up and then goes back down. This year he's got, I don't know, beans planted in there, so the groundhogs will be eating some of that on the edges. They're all crowding the bank, trying to keep their face in those trees. There's what do you call those trees? Willow trees. Maybe it keeps the flies off their face. Yeah. And there's some over here too. Yeah. Anyway, they're doing what they have to keep the flies off of them and to keep themselves cool. Okay. Gotta get back to spraying now. I finished spraying that fence there and over. Now I gotta spray this all the way down back to my ATV and up the road. It didn't take long. Cattle are out back eating again. Oh look, they're eating on that hay bale again. Okay, I finished spraying along the road and this fence here. So I'm gonna go through the gate and start on that side of the gate too. I finished spraying that fence and the fence all the way up the road. I sprayed the other side too, just to make sure I know where the side of the ditch is. Yeah. And now I'm going to spray. I'm going to bring my ATV over here, spray this fence, and this fence to the corner, and then this short fence to the oiler. And they're using that oiler, so that's good. Sprayed this end here, goes over and over a little bit there, and then I went ahead and I sprayed all that too. Now I gotta walk back and bring it back up here, and then I'm gonna park it in the shade and start spraying this one. This fence ain't so bad because it's mostly in the shade, but I'm gonna still spray it on the fence. As the weeds get taller on the outside of the fence, I'll bring my lawnmower here and mow some of them, or mow them on the outside of the fence. Save on some of my spray. Well, there's not much wind today, which is good for spraying, but not good for me because look at the sweat on my arm already. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sweating like a horse again. Oh, there's a little breeze. Look at the nice clouds. Yeah, look at the nice clouds. Yeah. That breeze helping my sweat. Yeah, there's a nice little cloud. And there's some over there too. Let's walk back to the ATV and keep going. Oh, here, you can see those ironweeds are growing back. Little tufts are standing up. Those are ironweeds starting to grow back. There's no threat yet because they're not tall enough to go to seed. But you can see all of them out there. When I come out here to mow the outside of the fence, I think I'm going to try to mow these with the lawnmower. Last time I mowed them with the bush hog, but it takes forever because, well, the bush hog don't go down as low, and it takes a long time for the tractor to turn around and come back. So the lawnmower turns a lot faster, so I think it'll be quicker and easier. As long as I don't let these ironweeds get too tall, the lawnmower can handle them. So let's wait and see on that. Okay, let's keep spraying. Oh, it looks like my neighbor, I see something with my neighbor's barn up there. I'm not sure where it is. But anyway, what was I going to say? I parked under this shade here. It's about halfway. So I need to walk back back to that corner because I might have to refill by the time I get to my ATV. So let's go down there and start spraying again. There's that wet spot through here, and on the other side where I got the lawnmower stuck. This side, and then I got it stuck again on the other side. Twice I got it stuck when I pulled it out with the ATV. That was the first time I cut this. Okay, let's move on down to the other end. Almost there. Neighbor's got something up there too next to their lake. I wonder what that is. I'm ready to spray this now. I got my ATV parked up there in case I need to refill my sprayer. Well, I made it all the way to the southeast corner without having to refill. And now I got to walk all the way back there to get my ATV. Then I'm going to head to the top. Actually, I got all the way to that post there, and there's nothing on that hill that I need to spray. And if I do, I'll spray it from the top. Okay, let's go back to the ATV and drive to the top now. Yeah, I sprayed this whole fence. Actually, let's see, I sprayed all the way from the gates all the way there and then up to here with one sprayer full. I got just a little bit left. Now I'll refuel up on top. Refill on top. Well, at least the walk back is easier because the sprayer is almost empty, so it's a lot lighter to carry. And on the way back, I could smell these flowers on these. Look at the bees. Look at the bees on there. Getting the nectar. Yeah, they all got bees on them. They smell good too. I could smell them from downwind. Yeah, they smell good. Yeah, those are milkweeds. These are milkweeds. They're supposed to attract monarch butterflies, but I don't see any monarchs. Wonder if they're still around. Oh wait, there's a butterfly. I don't think it's a monarch. They're bigger. But I could be wrong. I'm not even sure what a monarch looks like, unless it's on TV. Yeah, I don't think that's a monarch. But it could be. I don't know. Anyway, that's a unique flower. Milkweed flower. Oh boy, that's a long walk. Oh, but I'm almost there. Oh, I need to drive to the other end, up the hill, and spray up there. Okay, let's go. I'll have to refill the sprayer first when I get up there. I got one more jug left. Well, at least I can drive in the shade. The sun went behind the cloud right now, but there's shade all the way up to there. And as I drive, it creates a breeze. There's still not much wind. Yeah, there's a little bit, but not much, especially back in here. There's some of them limbs I was telling you about before in other videos. Those are the results of the cicadas laying their eggs, those noisy bugs, laying their eggs and then on the tips, on the tender parts of the tree branches. And then I guess after they lay their eggs, the branches die and fall off. And then those, whatever hatches from those eggs will burrow into the ground and feed on the roots for another 13 years. And then they come out again for breeding. This is good use of the portrait feature on this video when I want to narrow the image to get this V-shaped look down the pasture, on this bottom pasture. Looks so nice. Well, I was wondering when it's going to start happening at these branches on this dead tree. They're going to start falling off. Luckily, one fell off down that way, right over there. Well, at least it didn't fall next on my fence, so I guess that's good. Let me get a closer look. Yeah, first of many branches that will fall off this tree. First of many. Luckily it's fallen out away from the fence for now, but eventually all these limbs will start falling off too. Just a matter of time. Well, this is the bumpy road up to the top, because when I had this cleared for a road, I didn't tell them to do it like the other one, dig a ditch on both sides and mound the dirt up in the middle. I should have done that, but I didn't. So now I gotta live with the ruts that are in here. Where I drove up the hill from the bottom pasture. Now I'm going to be spraying up here in the open area, because the weeds are growing on the outside between the fence and the corn, neighbor's corn. I'm also going to spray a little bit in this fence, at least on top of the hill there, just to make sure that's going to hit the fence when it grows. Then I'll also spray down there and spray the north fence too, in the woods. Well, there aren't that many weeds in the shade of the trees here, but I'll spray what I see anyway. I'll spray here again. I see some weeds growing back on the outside of the fence, between the fence and the corn. So I'll make sure I spray that good, because I don't want the cattle tempted to try to reach through there. Okay. And I got a new charger working over there, so this fence is working good, just the same as what. So these two, this is a fence from the south fence down by the creek, and then this fence is north fence is controlled by that the new controller over there. So everything's working good. I don't see any weeds down there, so don't need to spray there. There's very few weeds here either, but I'll spray the ones I see. Well, I'm starting my third sprayer full. Those two jugs are empty now. And I finished spraying. There wasn't much in there. I hardly sprayed it all. But I had some left over in there from my other sprayer, other load. And I sprayed these multi-flower rose bushes on this side and the first one over there till I ran out. Or was it the second one? First and second one, yeah. The first two there. Then I ran out, so I had to come back and refill the sprayer. So now I got to spray the weeds out there. I'll probably go down to the corner and come back. And then I'll move my ATV over there by the pond dam for when I spray the woods. There shouldn't be much in the woods either. I can see the neighbor's corn is suffering from the dryness a little bit. I see a few curled leaves, a little wilting going on. But eventually it'll rain again. And my hayfield needs rain too. I sprayed everything I sprayed all the way to the northeast corner. I sprayed all the way back to the ATV. And now I'm going to walk back to the ATV, park it up over there, and then I'm going to spray the north fence and come back, get the ATV, or walk back to it. I'm always having to walk back to the ATV, but that's the only way I can do it. Oh, the Highland cattle are over there cooling off under the shade tree, and one of them's in the water. But I got to go walk back up over there to the other side to get my ATV. At least there's a breeze down here. See the wind blowing? The limbs of the tree? Yeah. Feels good. Cools me off. Okay, let's keep walking. Get back to the ATV and move it over to pond dam. I think I'm going to have enough spray for the north fence. So while I'm here, I'm going to spray some of these thistles. There's quite a few thistles in here. So I'm going to spray them while I got the chance. There aren't too many out there, but there's a few. I'll walk around there too. Clover's growing back good though. White clover. Okay. Let's spray a little bit more here. There's the Highland cattle. Staying cool in the shade and the water. Oh, I sprayed quite a few thistles in there. Went all the way up about halfway to the shelter too. Wherever it is. There, I think. Yeah. Now I'm going to go head over to the pond dam and park near the fence. Yeah, I'm going to park over there somewhere, and then I'll spray the whole north fence in the woods, and I'll walk back to the ATV. I'll probably walk back up here, because if I have anything left after spraying the rest of that fence, I'm going to spray some of this stuff on this where I feed hay. I think that's that mint growing in there, so I'm going to, and the mint and sticker weeds and Jimson weeds, so I'm going to get rid of that. If I have any spray left, it is. I think the Highlander in the water laid down in the water. I've never seen them do that before. Actually lay down in the water, but I think she's doing it. The other two up are on outside under the trees. But it really ain't that hot today. I mean, even though I'm sweating, I'm sure it's no hotter than 85. So it's not too bad for spraying anyway, except for there's no wind. Well, I prefer no wind when I'm spraying, but still, I like a little bit for a breeze. Okay, but spraying is working pretty good. Now I got to start down there and spray up here. Then I'll spray all the way down to the bottom of that hill. To the bottom of the hill where the creek crosses, or the stream I mean, the stream that comes from here, where it crosses the fence. I'll spray up to there, because I'm not going up the big hill. Then I'll walk back to my ATV, and I'll drive back over there by the corral, and I'll spray the rest from that end. Well, there's another good use of my portrait option. Well, I sprayed all that up to this end of the fence. ATV's up there too. Now I gotta spray this part. I'm only going down to there. Then I'll walk back to the ATV, and I'll drive to the top by the corral and spray the rest from that side. Well, I sprayed up to here, and I don't see nothing up there. So, but I'll go to the top and I'll spray that. But I'll go with my ATV. Now I got to walk back to the ATV. Oh, I only slipped once. Fell on my knees. Right about there. Had some dry leaves and it was pretty steep, and I just slid down. 1 foot slid down, but I caught myself. I only fell on my knees. I got back up. Okay, let's head back there. I gotta be careful when I walk though. I think I'll go barefoot. I'm back to my ATV, and dry leaves are still slick. Pretty slick. Even going barefoot, but at least barefoot I can get a better grip with my toes. So I didn't fall down that time coming back. Now I gotta head out there, go to over by the corral and start spraying around there too. Like that Highlander is going down into the bottom down there, into that branch. At least one of them is. And I guess she's going to look for something to eat. There's no water down there now. It's too dry. So she's probably just going to look for something to eat. Okay. I'm going to... Oh, look, there's another one down there. Yeah. 2 Highlanders down there. And the other one's not in the pond, so... They must all be down there somewhere. I only see two though. Maybe I'll see the other ones later on. The other one's not in the pond anywhere. Well, here's a couple more thistle. That's the kind I usually have. But sometimes I get these new varieties. Yeah, there's some new variety of thistle, which I don't like. I don't like any thistle, so we'll spray them both. That one's already starting to bloom. Well, I found the third Highlander. He's right here, next to the shelter. She's just relaxing in the shade. All right, let's head down the other end. Yeah, there's some Jimson weeds starting to grow, so I need to get ahead of those. Mostly right here, because when they get big, they get really tough to cut. So I'd rather spray them while they're young. Even the bush hog has trouble cutting them when they get real big. Plus, when they get mature, they go to seed, and then they scatter more seeds. So best to cut them while they're young. So I'll go ahead and spray these when I get done spraying around the corral. Since I'm here, I guess I'll spray under this fence too. Yeah, mostly on the outside. The inside is pretty clean since it's in the shade. Yeah, I'll spray along this fence, and then I'll spray along that fence, going up the hill, around to the back of the corral, down, back behind the corral, along the bottom of that hill, over to there. Okay, let's go. Looks like the Highland cattle keeping their eye on me. There's 3 of them are over there. And I'm gonna I'll spray these Jimson weeds last. First I gotta spray here, mostly on this side. Yeah. I walked here the other day and I didn't see any weeds, so I'm gonna leave the inside fence alone. But I'm gonna spray these out here. And I'm gonna spray up against the bale. Between the bale and there, I'm gonna spray everything between the bale and the fence. Just so nothing's growing there. Oh, I sprayed that much so far. Yeah, the only problem with this area is when I was moving these bales in here, I got these too close to the fence. But so far the cattle haven't tried to reach through, so I'm hoping they won't do it again. They did it a long time, years ago they did that, and they had it too close. They reached through there, but I think the fence wasn't on back in those days. It was grounded or something. Anyway, so far so good. Now I gotta spray the rest of this fence. I got a wider gap here, so I don't have to worry about it. Actually, the fence is, the gap is wider here. I should have made the other end wider too, but I didn't know what I was doing back then, I guess. I didn't think that far ahead. This is where the old bales from last year end. And these are all old bales from last year, about 74 or 5 of them. And then this is where the new bales from this year start. 76 of them we put in a few days ago. It was last Saturday. Today's Thursday. It was last Saturday. More than a few. Anyway, I'm going to spray this fence to make sure they don't get tempted to eat nothing underneath it. Yeah, the fence on this side of the bales is, I call it the inside. Next to the trees. Looks pretty clean. Looks like I can see a Highlander walking there along the fence there, working her way down here. Yeah, she's on the outside of the fence. I was concerned there for a second, but yeah, she's on the outside. And the other two are coming up on the outside. I can see their horns sticking above the bales over there. Right, they're getting to this tree here. Yeah. There they are. Yeah, now they're behind the tree. They'll be coming around the bales here any minute. That's the younger one. Decided to take the path that has shade. They come. I knew they'd show up. I'm worried about her. She's got a hump on her back. I don't know what's causing that. I don't like that hump. I don't know what happened to her. She never had a hump before. Now she's got a hump on her back. In the middle of her back, not near the shoulders, but in between. What do you want? Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on her. Yeah, I need to walk down there and spray something there too, just to be sure I get it all. Fence is pretty clean up coming up this hill, except for right here. I'll go ahead and spray that. Probably can't see it, but this is where I got that yellow insulator hooked to that, with the fence hooked to that top wire, and then it goes up to that tree there, and then goes over and connects to that fence around the bales. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Now I gotta walk along there and spray over that way, then go up and around the corral. I sprayed that fence, and this one's already clean, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that one's done. Now I can spray the rest of this fence up that way and around the corral. I don't have to spray through here anymore because I got this fence disconnected. It's still hooked up, but it's not turned on. Cattle can't go back there anyway. So I just disconnected it and left it standing there. There's not much weeds here because I sprayed this before. I sprayed the fence behind the corral, but there was hardly any weeds on it anyway. So it's all good. I'll spray the corral last if I need to, if I have any spray left over. All I got left to spray on the fence is down there. There, that's the last of the fence. Yeah. And there aren't many weeds because I sprayed before, but I'll spray the weeds that are there. Fence is sprayed. And that's the last fence I got to spray. The last of the fence is sprayed. Now I'm going to spray the Jimson weeds in the hay feeding area. There's some more of that milkweed blooming. I'll leave that. Milkweed don't bother me, but I'm going to spray these Jimson weeds. For now, I'm going to leave the mint alone. Cattle don't eat it, but they don't bother as much as the Jimson weeds. Yeah, I'm going to spray them first. And on the way back, then I'll spray the mint. I ran out of spray. I got the Jimson weeds down that way, but I'll need to mix some more spray if I want to spray the rest of these. Yeah, that's done down there. But from right here, about even with that charger, from there all the way down. Yeah, actually there's more here than there was when I just got this sprayed, so I'll need to get another sprayer, but it's too hot today. I did enough today. I'll mix some more spray and I'll spray this some other time. These Jimson weeds aren't going to seed yet, so that's okay. It's okay. So, Jimson weeds are sprayed from here back. I got a few here, but it was mostly just the suds coming out of the sprayer. But I got them sprayed good. I still need to spray these Jimson weeds before they start going to seed. I'll get them one of these days. I'll get them. Okay, I'm done here. Going back to the house. Well, it's 1:30 p.m. And it looks like it's too hot for the calendars to. They're resting in the shade. And I'm going to go back to the house and rest in the air-conditioned house. I got to clean up too. I'm all sweaty and itchy now. Yeah, high in Canada. Trying to stay cool. Pretty. It is warm today. More sunny than usual. More sunny than yesterday or the day before that. Yeah, but it's not. It's only in the 80s, I think. I just remembered. I didn't come up that way, so I'm just going to go bugs. So I'm going to go back the way I came. Go down the hill, and drive all the way back, and go out the way I came in. Okay, let's go home. Well, I've driven the ATV through here a few times in the past, so I'm going to take a shortcut and go through here again. There's a lot more fallen limbs through here than before, and I feel like getting off my ATV to clean them up. So I'm going to move around. I'm going to go around them. I'm going to go out that way. I think I can squeeze through there. I made it around those logs. Now I can go out this way. I'm not sure. I think I used to go out that way. Yeah. That may be it the way. I forget. There's the bottom down here. And the rest of it, that's where I'm headed. That way. And I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that crooked tree, it always came out through there somewhere. Or through there. But since it's blocked by fallen limbs inside there, I came out that way. I came out in there. Oh well. Now I got to head back to where I came from. I'm not sure if I had my video on. Anyway, I'm just stopping here to check the order. Looks like they've been using it. And I need to get some of those, some kind of cloth so I can hang down, so maybe the calves can get some. It'll touch some of the calves, the younger calves too. And I can't go through there now, so drive through anyway. So I have to go out in and out of that gate there. So let me head home. I gotta go through a gate here, and another gate down there, and I'll be on my way home. Oh, boy, am I tired. Legs are tired. My back is tired from carrying this backpack sprayer, and my legs are tired from walking all this time. But now I can rest when I get home. Well, at least there's a breeze blowing here on this bridge. That's good. Cattle are enjoying their water park. No slide though. Yeah, but they're staying cool. Yeah. I always wonder why they don't come over here. I think there's some rocks. I think there's too many rocks in here. Or maybe it's too deep for them, I don't know. But I've never seen them pass the trees. Yeah. But I believe there is a lot of rocks in there from before. Rip rap. From the old bridge, my original bridge. Or crossing, should I say. Okay. I'm going to head home. Alright. Catch you later. Well, it's 2 p.m. now on Thursday, June 20. And I finished spraying the fences at Big Pasture to kill the weeds underneath the fence and fences. And I'm done for today. Show this camera. It seems like it's. Look at that. As I move it back and forth, it freezes up. Now it just froze up again. There it goes. Now it let go. I'll have to do some checking. Hey, I'm low on battery. Didn't say nothing, no. But anyway, I'm done for today. Maybe tomorrow I'll spray around the fence here. Even though there's no cattle here, I want to keep the weeds under control. So Yeah, I'll spray this fence too. Oh, they're all sprayed at the same time. Yeah, I don't know why. Look at this. As I scroll back and forth, well, it's 2:10 p.m. Thursday, June 20. I'm finished spraying herbicide under the fences at the big pasture, and figured out what was wrong with my phone. It shut off by itself because it was zero. The battery was empty, so it took a while for it to charge back up to enough to turn it back on. Anyway, that was the problem. It's fixed now. I'm going to be charging the phone up again. Alright, that's all for now. I'm going to catch you later. Well, it's after 6:30 p.m. It's about 6:40 p.m. on Thursday, June 20. And it just dropped below 90 today. So it did warm up in the afternoon pretty much. But I spend most of the afternoon in the house. So I'm not suffering. Okay. I feel okay now. Well, me and my shadow just came outside to feel the heat. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any work. I just come out to get out of my computer chair. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, sun's not so hot anymore. It feels good. I feel like a heat lamp on me. Yeah. And the garden's looking a little better since I watered it yesterday. Okay. I think tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do a couple things. Maybe I'm gonna spray the fences around the small pasture here. Shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't be too hard. Even though there's no cattle here, I just want to keep the weeds down so when they do come back, it'll be ready for them. Now, since I watered the garden yesterday, everything looks a little better. Yeah, I should water it every other day until it rains. Yeah, okay. That lemongrass sure is picking up. At least nothing eats that. Anyway, looks like the cucumbers are blooming, the beans are blooming, the okra is blooming. The watermelon's not doing too well in the corner back there. Yeah, I don't have much hope for the watermelon this year. And I think it's too late to plant them again. Yeah, I was using some of those plastic jugs filled with water. I was watering those kamungai plants from the Philippines. I thought I'd have a slow leak. It'll help better. Because if I use the hose, it just like pushes the plants around. Yeah. Okay. When they get bigger, when they get bigger and have a bigger stem, a stiffer stem, trunk, I could probably use the hose on them. But when they're young like that, I want to just let the water drip on them, on the soil. Slow leak in the jug. Okay, that's all for now. My other plan for tomorrow, besides the fence, spraying herbicide on the fence here at the small pasture, is I'm going to rake up those rake up that loose grass there, at least bring it down the hill, rake it down the hill so I can pick it up with the wheelbarrow easier. I'm not going to push the wheelbarrow up that hill. It'll be enough trouble just to push it up this hill over here. But the grass is light, so it shouldn't be too hard. Actually, I don't have to push it up the hill. I just have to push it to the garden. So that's where it's going to go. And I got this little pile here, little stretch here, those three things there, and another one over there by the cedar trees. I got another pile there, or will be pile. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to have for today. I'm going to end the video here. Okay, I'll catch you on the next one. All right. Yeah. don't see no deer today. I got my cat, my wild cat. He's got something. He must have saw a bug. Yeah, sometimes I see the deer down in there, in the corners back there, but not today. Anyway, I'm gonna head back in the house where it's cooler. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.